At the turn of the year, Great Britain left the EU internal market and thus finally sealed Brexit. However, this also means that all travel rights that were valid despite the corona crisis no longer applied. According to a report, several European airlines are now rejecting British passengers. The Netherlands have already turned away more than a dozen British travellers at their borders in the new year because the agreed corona exemptions for unnecessary trips have expired with the end of the Brexit transition phase on New Year's Eve. The British Guardian reported and cited Dutch border guards. According to this, 13 Brits have been refused entry at Amsterdam Airport Schiphol since New Year's Day, with reference to the third country regulation now in force. Great Britain had left the EU internal market at the turn of the year after a transition period of 11 months and thus finally sealed Brexit. At midnight, a post-Brexit agreement came into force that regulates numerous trade and customs issues. With the turn of the year, Great Britain was also excluded from EU-wide travel regulations due to its high number of infections, which Brussels had closed with a handful of countries in which the coronavirus is under control. Under control in the relative way of the meaning. This agreement allows people from Australia, New Zealand, Singapore and South Korea to enter the EU for tourist reasons. British citizens, on the other hand, have to prove the necessity of their travel if they want to cross the border of an EU state. All passengers had a negative corona test, but they forgot the basic rule that it must be a necessary trip, said a Dutch police spokesman for the domestic TV station NOS. People from safe countries are allowed to cross the EU borders, but the UK is certainly not a safe country right now. The country recently recorded nearly 60,000 new infections per day. In London and the south of England in particular, hospitals are reaching their limits. According to The Guardian, many British people were surprised by the rule change. According to this, the Dutch airline KLM had to refuse to take several passengers at British airports because their trip was classified as not necessary. Similar incidents are said to have occurred with Spanish and German airlines. The necessary reason for a trip include urgent family reasons, school or professional reasons. Some of the affected passengers from Great Britain, on the other hand, only wanted to visit Amsterdam or go on skiing holiday. Besides the fact that I think that this is absolutely idiotic to go on a tourist trip at the moment and completely, I'm even lacking the proper word to say this and still be able to publish this video on YouTube. How can one even think about that? But anyway, if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.